Alrighty, time to do the new story mission.
The Lucari have been working on a project in the Nakul system. The initial efforts have been quite promising. They're about to move to the next phase. If successful, the damage to the star in that system will be repaired. Admiral Kumarke has requested our assistance, and I'd like you to provide it. She's sent specifications for a device called the Stellar Rejuvenator. Have your engineer install it on your ship before you disembark. You'll be using it as part of the Lucari efforts then. Report to Admiral Kumarke in the Nakul system when you're ready. Quinn out.
Yeah. That sounds safe and normal. Yes, extra safe and normal. Anyone who remembers how this went down last time knows exactly how safe and normal this really is. Oh boy. Well, that's taking a little while. Let's hopefully this loads quicker. Go to the Nakul system. Yeah, actually, you know what, I'll just transport me out. Oh my, so currently the system is being drawn as wow, this is a pretty typical depiction of a dead solar system. Blacked out, barely noticeable planets, strange red void. Where the sun should be, sure. Okay, let's see what that looks like when we're done. Just for comparison purposes. Because yes, the devs of this game have been doing things where whether or not you've completed a story mission determines how something looks on the galaxy map. First example of this was actually in the Legacy of Romulus expansion way back many years ago, where there's this one planet where the first time you look at it on the galaxy map, it's labeled Dewa 3. But that depends on, you know, which faction you are, which story missions you've completed, and usually it's actually called New Romulus.
Captain's log, 5th reckoning, Chronicle 36. We are about to commence work on a most important operation. An attempt to revitalize the Nakul Star. One of the finest vessels in the Alliance is joining our efforts today. May the wisdom of Lucari guide us to success. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you. It's an honor to live up to this. Heading to the primary coordinates now. All hands, prepare to deploy the stellar rejuvenators. It's time to begin the star.
Tidari, Damish.
If I may interrupt, represent.
Very well. The time has come.
Oh, I overshot the target. Anyway, so this that we see here matches pretty much exactly what we saw on the galaxy map.
Getting some strange readings. Try adjusting your cohesion beam frequency.
We're reading several disruptions in the cohesion beam,
Ooh.
originating 100,000 kilometers from the star's surface.
Okay, so, yes, LSS Trilin. This is the, boomerang-shaped one, isn't it? Yeah. The, ship that's, assisting her, that's an actual Lucari vessel.
Stellar activity in the area may be causing the fluctuations.
If we tighten formation, our beams may reinforce one another.
Agreed. Move to the following coordinates.
See if I can avoid overshooting. Wants us to go up to there. Okay.
You've reached the new coordinates. Deploy from there. Once you've redeployed, you'll need to adjust the frequency again.
So, story missions that require you to do scanning things in space. This would be one. This yeah, because the endeavors for scanning things actually just count whether you do that mini game.
Energy levels are increasing. Reading erratic spikes at the stellar core. Abort! All ships abort now! That was far too close for. I detected a feedback loop forming. If we hadn't shut down when we did, a stellar flare would have backfired along the cohesion beam. The damage to us and the Nakul.
Are you mad? Do you think we will sit by idly while your incompetence puts our star at risk once more? Explain yourself immediately.
Short version, we don't know why your star is weird, but your star is weird.
I suggest you do so quickly and with positive results. Rest assured, if you do not...
I've taken a look at our data from the incident, and I believe I've found something. I've discovered where the cohesion beam started to suffer interference. The coordinates are 0.4 AU from the star.
Yeah, this is not going to be a good thing.
Alright, I believe it's time to get to the bottom of it.
Some of the asteroids nearby are emitting an unusual level of energy. However, their composition is making long-range...
Strange.
It's not a good sign.
The asteroid is emitting highly energized particles, like the tail of a comet.
It's marked as an asteroid in the stellar registry. No mention of reactive properties.
So, same asteroid, different behavior. Sounds
is a human expression. You cannot prepare an omelet without...
Yeah.
I believe we've cracked the egg just a bit too hard. There's not much left. Fortunately, there are more targets available.
The Nakul have tagged the next asteroid for future mining operations.
Under the circumstances, I believe they'll agree that its loss will be acceptable.
I certainly
Mining?
hope so, ma'am.
Wait,
I'd
what?
prefer not to incur their wrath today.
What materials were they planning to mine out of this asteroid? Because it's kind of, sort of in a bad place for that, you know? Well, that's the space damage endeavor done. We blew it up without having it go completely kablooey.
That did the trick. Scanning our little cracked egg now. Core is decaying into ionized gases. Quite similar to what is happening to the interior of the Nakul star.
That doesn't look like rock, if you know what I mean.
I'd like to crack another egg and conduct a scan of it. Remember, we do not want to pulverize our next target.
The Nakul have detected our weapons fire, Admiral. They are understandably curious.
Update them on our activities here, Captain. We've nothing to hide.
Explode asteroid Gamma. I am wondering, it does actually have the option to shoot the broken pieces of the asteroid.
Successfully fractured. Begin your scans now. It's a match.
Very good, Captain. Now, let's compare radiation signatures.
Ooh, the radiation skin minigame. Fun. Okay.
As I suspected, all of the asteroids we've studied have matching radiation signatures.
Unnatural radiation signatures, perhaps?
Not quite yet. There are some reactive gas clouds nearby. If their radiation pattern matches those present in the asteroid cores, we can triangulate the origin.
Admiral, the Nakul representative is concerned about the destruction of valuable asteroids.
Inform him that the Alliance will compensate the Nakul for their...
As you wish, Admiral.
Doesn't seem like the Nakul were actually, you know, in the process of using them for, well, anything.
Analysis complete. Indeed. I'm transmitting the coordinates to you.
Where are we going? Oh, there's the marker. This is notable because there's a little green triangle thing in the middle of the beam. So I guess that's the altitude. I'm supposed to be facing that way.
Compiling sensor data now. Aha! There you are. The multiphasic pulse. Nothing conclusive at this time, I'm afraid. However, if I were to speculate, it's almost like something is tapping against the fabric of space-time.
You know, the way her mouth is moving is making me wonder what it would actually sound like to hear Lucari talking. Because she's not actually having her mouth move all that much.
We're approaching the coordinates now. I trust you've spotted our uninvited guests.
Oh look, Tholians.
One thing's certain, we have a limited amount of time.
This is peculiar. The Tholians are known for their aggression in response to alien forces, and yet they haven't scanned them.
Attention, Tholian.
The border violation is inconsequential. Our work takes priority. We will continue. Do not interfere. Your continued the loss of this star is acceptable to us. Further discussion is irrelevant. Leave now or you will be fired upon.
Now this is notably different from previous versions of Tholians, where the dialogue was rendered sounding like Tholian speech, which is a bunch of squealing and crackling noises. Namely, the way the Tholians actually speak, not the way that the Universal Translator translates them speaking. And of course, this is a what one of the Tholians looks like when not inside one of their EV suits. Because, you know, he's on his ship bridge and it's set for Tholian.
Tholian vessels aboard the battle stations. They're moving into attack formation.
Battle stations. Tactical. Aim to disable, not destroy.
I'm not sure they'll reciprocate that courtesy, Admiral.
We need answers, Captain. Rather difficult to get them from the...
Understood. Firing to disable...
Yeah, well, I'm going to shoot them harder. Alright, forgot to activate the aux power boost before I did that. Oh well.
That's the last of them. Now, maybe we can get some answers.
TAS.
Diverting all non-essential power to their web generator systems. Even their shields are down.
Preliminary scan.
Yeah, this is something we haven't actually seen the Tholians do in the game
The
before.
source of the multiphasic waves lies within the Tholian energy lattice. Furthermore, the waves are increasing in intensity, except left unchecked. This proceed. I believe a boarding action is in order. We'll disable the Tholian web generator on board the flagship to stop the procedure. I've sent transporter coordinates at acceptable risk.
Alrighty then, well. Yeah, it just suddenly occurred to me that I have reason to question whether or not I have proper EV suits for the crew that I have rebound. Davida, Shalana, Urges, and 6 of 9. Alright. No. Yeah, I may not have redone this since before the change to have a secondary EV suit slot, which of course in turn would mean that all of my bridge officers, or actually all of my away team, are using junk EV suits. Well, not junk EV suits, but the default ones. This is a real EV suit. And actually, you know, something I upgraded. But my bridge officers don't have those, so... Yeah, no, it's not good. It's not really good either. These blue tin ones are weird in that you can't actually upgrade them. You can re-engineer them, though, somehow. That's one thing that's good, though, is that the game no longer locks you into being stuck with an EV suit while you're actually using one now. It used to be you had to shut it off before you could de-equip it. That was a pain in the ass. It is actually possible to swap an EV suit in those conditions, but not easy. Yeah, that's how things normally work when it's an EV suit mission.
That console is dedicated to life support only. No access to the systems we're looking for. We'll have to try another. This is a medical console, keyed only to Tholian anatomy. Try another console. One of them is bound to have access to the data we require. Got it. Gather what information you can before the Tholians lock us out of the system. Interesting. The entire vessel is designed around the web generator system. Quite the unorthodox variant of this ship class. Quite so. Judging, there's an engineering node nearby. We may be... The engineering node is through that door and down the hall. Watch out for security. The Tholians know we're here now.
Blah, blah. Yeah, anyone who's done these missions before knows exactly how annoying Tholians can be. I have to say the heat shimmer effect is quite cool. Now, it's notable that they did actually go to the time and effort of having fake hallways going out the other two doors. Good touch for map design. Not that we can actually look at anything of those. Again, more fake hallway. Actually, this might be a real hallway. That might just be a thing we access later. Oh, right, I did those in the wrong order, technically.
We're clear. Let's run a bypass on that console while we can.
Alrighty then. Oh, this mini game. That says time. It's actually giving me a time limit of like 6 minutes or something to do that. Huh.
The webs are somehow penetrating multiple dimensions simultaneously. They appear to be solidifying elements of space-time between these dimensions, bearing damage to the very fabric of reality. There are two spinnerets, shall we say, that emit the energy used to generate the web in space. They'll need to be neutralized. Once they're done,
Of course, the real question here is this a good thing or a bad thing?
unfortunately, no. Their security is blocking access.
One of the weird things that we do know about Tholians from previous occasions is that them deciding they want to do something strange isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Due to repeated temporal damage to the fabric of space-time.
So, you know, Tholians, whether or not they're in communication with Tholians in other universes is highly questionable and definitely something worth pondering.
Indeed, the Tholian distaste for time travel is well known. Let's access this science college. I have a feeling. Look out! More Tholians!
Oops, did those in the wrong water.
As I was saying, let's access this conflict.
Pick up junk. Yeah, this room has the same thing that the other one did, where it has two fake doors.
Agreed. I have what I need. Let's proceed to this.
And now we can use this hallway door. Very elaborate doors.
Ambush!
What? Where? I don't see an ambush. You sure there's an ambush? All I see is a handful of Atholians greeting us to welcome us to their ship. I mean, it's a small welcoming party, but, you know. Also, how the heck are Drenzuli surviving here? Oh, there's one down there, too. Huh. Maybe there's more of them than I thought. Oh well. That was interesting, though, is that some of them did seem to come through this door, even though it's a fake door. That's neat. One thing I know that they've... Oh, wait. If you look closely here, you can see what looks like the door mechanism. So that it's kind of like baked into the map that there is actually an openable door option there. Oh, nice. Okay then. Taco Fangs mentioned that he'd been working on something that was really fun to build. And that he'd liked how the results came out. Well, yeah, if this is what he was talking about, I could definitely see how he would be enthused with the results. Because these doors, the way they're put together, yeah, neat stuff.
The security node is on the other side of these doors.
Hi.
The other room is to get to. All clear. Everyone, gather up. Need a plan.
Hey, loot. Me loot. Dun dun dun.
And here we are. I'll need some time to... Please
Hello, Tholian Hospitality. How are you doing today? Why is this one not taking damage? This is interesting, seeing that the door mechanism open and close rapidly like that. But that would be so much less exciting. Now this is an interesting touch, is that when you look at these here, see that those crystal sections of it are unlighted. And this door that will open, those are kind of glowing.
Security bypass in effect. And it appears the Tholians have no system to denote trans-dimensional differences in cultures. While they are aware of other dimensions besides this one, an anomaly created by the Terran Empire is grouped in the same range as one created by the Federation. Because of this, Tholian actions taken on anomalies in other dimensions could lead to trouble here in ours.
Okay, this goes back to what I was saying about Tholians talking to Tholians in other universes. Because, you know, that sort of logic kind of sort of only makes sense when they are actively contacting beings in other universes. Dun dun dun.
Proceed with caution. There must be a reason those doors are locked when the device is in use.
Yeah, I'm going to guess, reality shredding, whatever. Very elaborate door design. The only logic I can imagine for this door design being in use in real life would be something akin to
Get ready for a fight.
fights, curb stomping, whatever. Tomato, tomato, or something, right? The important part is dead Tholians. Fairness, yeah, who cares?
You need to get to the spinneret control in 2 adjacent rooms. Doing so could overload the bypass relays and send a power surge into the vessel's warp core, resulting in a breach.
We still haven't figured out exactly what the Tholians are trying to do. And that, of course, makes me unhappy. Those are dark.
The spinneret controls are just ahead. Disable them.
You know, in theory, this build would actually work better if my crew was using exclusively phaser weapons, because the agony field generator actually gives you a phaser damage resistance debuff, if I remember right.
That's one spinneret offline.
Yeah,
Let's get to the second
minus 40 phaser damage resistance rating. Can you collide with the doors? It's not really letting me collide with the doors. But wow, I actually just jumped straight through it before it even opened. Oh well. Surprise, Tholians. No, I am not here to fight you honorably. The plan here is to kill you.
Well done. Both units are offline. Let's go shut down the main web generator.
And then find out what sort of horrible breach in the fabric of space-time the Tholians were mucking with. Because, quite frankly, I don't have good hopes here.
Right. We need to disengage. I'll be...
Push button. Alright, let's find out what from...
The web generator is inoperative.
Oh, wait, I just thought of something. That cutscene is showing the holographic panels. When the previous ones weren't.
Arrogance. Your insanity. You do this all.
Boss fight time. That's different. Surprise, though. It didn't really do much to me. You know, this counts as phaser damage, so the minus 40 resistance rating. Oh yeah, that hurt a lot.
Cease hostilities. I need you no longer.
That sounds drastically different than the previous one. And now he disappears to the other side of the room.
Hold your fire. I am now the ranking officer aboard this vessel, and I wish to discuss...
Oh, this is technically a different Tholian.
Correct. Long ago, I traveled
I don't know.
alongside the crew of the USS Enterprise.
We realized that you were trying to repair an anomaly of space-time here. But your procedure is damaging the Nakul star to critical levels.
I am prepared to hear you.
I propose a coordinated effort between our ships and yours.
Of course, the real question here is, why didn't we notice that there's a Tholian fleet in this system before we started doing this procedure to repair the Nakul star? Why didn't the Nakul notice there was a Tholian fleet in their system? Also, what is this, interesting object on the ceiling. I think that was part of the Tholian web spinner generator thingy.
Yes, I believe.
Use these access codes to override the encryption and re-enable the web generator.
I don't like it. I feel like this is a trap.
Generator is back online. Let's coordinate next steps.
Oh well.
We have a situation. The Nakul have detected the Tholian force here. And
Oh,
this
now
is
that
their
Nakul
location
have noticed.
quicker than you think.
I take it you've heard them. Bright Eyes and I...
Here they come.
Every Tholian ship repaired will be an ally in this conflict.
Restore Tholian ships if possible. We need all the help we can get. Remember, aim to disable, not destroy.
Oh boy. Good news here is that the web spinner thingies are not aimed at me. Yay. is this one so far away? I don't see anymore. Hey, maybe I will actually get in that a hull damage thingy. Okay, and whatever rift the Tholians who tried to contain has lost containment.
On Vame, the Trillion. They're gone. Lost.
Gone to where, though?
Our web generator is offline, and the vortex is destabilizing the star at an accelerated rate.
Right.
I have sent this Admiral.
Deploy the stitching probes at the designated coordinates. We need to energize the web soon in order to save the Nicole star.
Place the stitching probes quickly, then energize the web. Web projector link established.
Oh.
Web projector link established.
This is one of those things where you wonder, it's like, did Nicole want you to fix their star or not?
Web projector link established.
Because we've done a time travel mission to a possible future where, no, in fact, the Tholian, Nicole's son being fixed was, in fact, not actually what happened at all.
Web projector link established.
Yeah, shields, blah.
Established. Web projector link established.
Okay, that's all of them, right?
Stitching
Oh.
probes are engaged. Energize
Now I have to
the web.
fly to the middle of it. Okay, that'll be fun.
Breathing emitter engaged. All functions functional.
Will this work the way the Tholians wanted to?
Proto-Matter Matrix, initiate. All ships withdraw to a safe distance at once.
Also, what was the origin of this rift?
It appears I owe you an apology. My science team informs me that our wish for a revitalized star will have to wait until more research on our star's instability can be conducted. Though it seems we have a new wish to make today. A wish for peace between the Nakul and the Tholians.
This is something that gets brought up into an interesting result in one of the previous episodes, because the Tholians were one of the races who were signatories of the Temporal Accords, which were a treaty signed in the future to ban time travel, or at the very least restrict it to being non-destructive, so that we wouldn't have people engaging in temporal wars trying to kill each other with time travel and prevent other races from even coming to exist. Which is something that the Nakul are historically willing to do. The storyline introducing the Nakul in the Star Trek TV series introduced the Nakul by having the Nakul travel back in time and attempt to destroy Earth in World War II in order to prevent the United Federation of Planets from ever coming to exist.
The vortex remains closed. As a people, it will not be easy, to be sure, but it isn't very good. I shall...
There are days out here, of course. And indeed.
Yeah, okay, so... Okay, help
Starfleet Command has placed a high priority.
And I just get this stuff.
Numerous reality vortices you've discovered. Analysts are working on a list
yeah, where are those coming from? Because that's not normal. Well, why the Tholians were up to this? Let's see if there's a special cutscene triggered by this. Oh yeah, we actually do get a taste of where he went. Which other universe?
We have survived a transdimensional shunt, Captain.
We are operating under emergency power, sir. Warp and impulse drives are offline.
Restore main power as soon as possible, engineer.
Also, their weird plants look a bit dead.
Captain. None of the nearby star systems appear on our navigational charts.
Run your scan. Look for any recognizable systems.
Sir, incoming warp signature detected. Unidentified vessel entering the system.
Any sign of hostility? It is beautiful.
Incoming hail, sir.
Let's see what our new friends have to say.
Dun dun dun! Well, that took a bit longer than most story missions do. Like, seriously, I'm up to 15 minutes. Yeah, so, this didn't change. Yep, the galaxy map version of things is still the same as it was. Alrighty then. Oh, I got like half of the repair hull space. Really? Whatever. I don't really care. green endeavors give you such a small amount of points. Half the time I just don't bother with them. Oh well. Well, that's interesting. Certainly setting up a new story arc beginning. Nothing, you know, neatly wrapped up in a bow. Oh, hey, look! Someone who is flying a Tholian tarantula did this mission while flying a Tholian tarantula. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that would be fun to fly it into. Oh well. I mean, the thing I flag is actually a mirror universe ship, if I remember right. So you know. Anyway, as a introductory episode to a new story arc, sounds great. What are the Tholians up to? Why are the Tholians up to? I don't know. Something, portals to other universes, one of which was almost on top of the Nakul sun, and destabilizing the Nakul sun. That is concerning, especially because of the fact that it's hinted as being the reason why the Nakul sun never gets fixed. Yeah. I think it's like the guy from Star Trek Enterprise who went back in time to attack Archer in what was the past from Archer's perspective, and Archer was in Star Trek Enterprise, which was a prequel to the original series. Voss came from what is from the perspective of your captain in Star Trek Online, the future, and went back like several hundred years to attack the Federation for, well, to be quite honest, I suspect temporal Cold War reasons. Because there's that whole thing with the temporal accords, and the Nakul being opposed to those. And it's possible that Vosk was trying to take out the Federation from being a signatory in the Temporal Accords, and thus prevent the Temporal Accords from limiting the Nakul's ability to do time travel shenanigans. The question, though, is what is the end game? Because Vosk's efforts in the TV show didn't have one. They never really said what Vosk's endgame goal was. It was just bad guys doing bad guy things for bad guy reasons. We must stop him before the Federation is destroyed, which is obviously highly ominous. However, they never explained why exactly the Nakul in Star Trek Enterprise were trying to destroy the Federation, other than being an enemy of the time travel stuff. Yeah, kind of weird. Alrighty then. Well, I guess that's enough recording thoughts of this one, because this video is nearly an hour long already. Alright, well, see you guys later.